Hello guys and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. Today we'll proceed with the horoscopes for 2022. Before starting with the different ascendant and moon signs, I just want to mention that this is Vedic astrology, and Vedic astrology is different from Western astrology. If you want to know the exact points of your moon or ascendant, it is good to check your Vedic chart. You can do it on my website www.astrology-coaching.com, or you can write in Google Vedic chart and you can calculate it by yourself. And the other thing is that the horoscopes are based on the movement of the big changers. I call these planets Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu the big changers, because when they change their signs, they always change the energy and the events that are coming into your life. And of course, I want to mention that this is general information, and the most important thing in Vedic astrology is your natal chart and the planetary dashas. This is the planetary period that you are in your life, because the person's life is divided in different planetary period, and the planetary period, they determine what events will happen. So these are the most important thing, and then the transits, okay? Now the first thing is that 2022 appears to be a very interesting year, I think so, at least I think so, because Jupiter, Saturn and Rahu and Ketu, they are changing their signs. Saturn for a few months, but still it is changing its signs. So Jupiter, according to Vedic astrology, will go to Aquarius from 18th of November 2021 till 13th of April 2022. Then it will go in Pisces from April 2022 till April 2023. So what is Jupiter? Jupiter is guru, Jupiter is wealth, Jupiter is luck, education, optimism, expansion, philosophy, everything that is related to traveling, like long distance traveling, for example, different cultures. This is Jupiter. The sign of Aquarius is related to out-of-the-box thinking, new age, new technology, society, new ideas, science. This is Aquarius. And Pisces, this is the sign of real love, because Venus, the planet of love, is exalted in Pisces, the godlike love. Pisces is dreams, imaginations, traveling, long distance traveling, distance places, humanitarian fields. To the art is related, writing is related to Pisces. Pisces is very spiritual sign, very love-giving, caring about society, caring about animals, caring about the world. This is very good sign, and Jupiter is feeling very well, very happy in Pisces, because Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So I think next year there will be a lot of love, which is a good thing. Of course, we have to see the whole chart. We cannot see just from one planet what will happen. But Jupiter in Pisces means that there will be more real love, more helping each other, more harmony in the world. Of course, now we have to discuss Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu will change their signs on 17th March 2022. Rahu will go in Aries, Ketu will go in Libra. And what is Rahu? Rahu is head without body, and Ketu is body without head. And Rahu is ambition, material desires, everything. Rahu wants to be the king, wants to eat everything and to be the best. In the sign of Aries, Aries is ego, competition. Aries is the baby of the zodiac sign. It is related to Mars. It is ruled by Mars, which is aggression, which is energy, which is passion. So Rahu in Aries can create some issues, can create some conflicts, even strikes, or even it can even create war or some kind of war events, fights, battles, because Uranus is there too in Aries according to Vedic astrology, and Rahu and Uranus can create some issues. So most probably there will be a lot of passion, but still this passion can bring aggression in the world. Of course, Ketu, which is spirituality, moksha, which is detachment from the material thing, will go in Libra, the sign of love, the sign of spouse, the sign of a relationship, of art, beauty. So here there will be battle between ego and love. And we will learn lessons related to ego and love. And the last big changer, the Saturn. Saturn will be mainly in Capricorn, but in the end of April, 29th of April till 15th of July 2022, it will go to Aquarius. Saturn feels very happy in Aquarius. It is in his own sign, so here it can start creating new type of society, because Aquarius is society, new age, new technology, and here Saturn can start the building of the new society. So these are the main movements of the big changers, and now we're going to proceed with the horoscopes. This is just the general information, and you should check the video for your ascendant and your moon sign, and you have to combine the result. But of course, I repeat again, the most important thing is your individual natal chart and the planetary period that you are in it. Okay, we're starting now. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the horoscope for 2022 for all air signs, moon signs and ascendant, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. For Gemini sign, the last few years, the last year 2021, maybe it was very difficult because all the planets, almost all the big planets, were in your Dushtana house, the bad house, 6, 8 and 12th house. And now I think a new good period is coming in your life, if you are a Gemini ascendant or moon sign, because Rahu, it will be in your 11th house, the house of income, dreams, friends, and Ketu will be in your 5th house. So basically you have more opportunities for more money, more friends. You will have more opportunities to fulfill your dreams, which is very important. But Ketu in your 5th house can create some issues with your children. So for example, if you want to have children, I don't think this will be the best period. Of course, depends on your natal chart and the position of the planets in your natal chart, but Ketu will bring detachment. So maybe you will not have desire to have children, or maybe you will not have there can be some issues related to children and all areas related to 5th house. Saturn is in your 8th house mainly, and this can bring, I mean, if you want transformation, if you want changes, Saturn will delay them. It will make them slow. So you have to be more patient. If you want to go to psychologist, this is the best time, because if you are persistent, you can heal the wounds in your hidden world, in your inner world. 8th house is the house of occult, mysticism, so if you have or psychology, so all kind of fields related to 8th house, there can be a little bit more slow and there can be some delays. You have to be careful if your job is related to other people's money, because 8th house is other people's money and your in-laws. Be careful with the relationship with your in-laws. Jupiter will be passing through your 9th house and then in your 10th house, so I think it will be a great period 2022. 9th house is the house of education, traveling, father. 10th house is the house of career. So basically you have more opportunities to fulfill your goals in your career. You have more optimism. It is good period for traveling and making your dreams come true. For all Libra, Ascendant and Moon sign, this will be important transit, because Ketu is transiting your 1st house and Rahu is transiting your 7th house. Ketu is the planet of moksha, the planet of detachment. So basically you will need to be more isolated. You will detach from society, detach from material, and you need to pay attention to your inner world. To be honest, when Ketu is transiting your 1st house or over your moon, this is a more specific and not so easy period, not so cheerful period. It is time to look inwards. It is time to pay attention to your inner world and heal your inner world. So maybe you will change your life, and you need to be alone. But the good news here is that Rahu will be transiting your 7th house, so you have more opportunities to meet the right person, to meet more partners, or especially this partner can be for a foreign lands, or he or she can be from different type of culture, because Rahu is foreigners. So here you have your more opportunities to have more partners. But you should know that if there are no partners, the problems is in your Ketu transit, because Ketu will make you more detached from the world. But pay attention to what is going on around you, because I'm pretty sure that Rahu will bring more opportunities to find the person that you need. And if you have your own business, Rahu will bring the best contracts. So you have to look for business partners too. Saturn in the 4th house can create some problems with your mother, can create some issues, delays related to home, apartments, lands. So if you want to buy an apartment, there can be some delays. You have to be more persistent, you have to be more patient, and everything will be okay. Here Jupiter will be passing through your 5th house, so there can be expansion, there can be more children. If you want to become parent, this is the time. And when Jupiter goes in your 6th house in Pisces, this can bring more optimism in your life, and this can neutralize the transit of Ketu over your ascendant. So the good news here is that maybe you will not feel so powerful, so strong, the Ketu transit over your ascendant, because Jupiter will neutralize it, because it will bring more optimism in your daily life, and will neutralize the transit of Ketu over your ascendant. Of course, everything depends on your natal chart. And Aquarius Ascendant Moon, Rahu will be in your 3rd house, Ketu will be in your 9th house. So this is time for, for example, to have a new hobby, or to start your own business, especially if it's related to communication, media. You can become YouTuber now, or you can become an influencer now. Ketu can create some issues with your father or with your education. And if you want to travel, it is a good period, especially if you go in more spiritual places. The good news here is that Jupiter will be transiting over your ascendant. This will bring optimism, more love, more romance, and even it can bring more traveling to interesting places. So especially when Jupiter is in Aquarius, this can bring more opportunities to change your life. So pay attention. And Saturn in your 12th house can create issues with foreign lands. So if you want to go to distant places, be careful, be more organized, and be patient, okay? And you have to be careful with your health and dark places, because 12th house is dark places. So pay attention to that. Jupiter then will go in Pisces in your 2nd house, which is savings, money, family. So basically, I think that there can be some opportunities to have more money or more resources, especially in the second part of 2022. So this was for all air signs, moon and ascendant. Thank you for watching the video.